and virus from one side of this world to the other than you made.
I want to ask you a question.
Yeah.
You as an artist, how do you feel about that? Because they can take, because you're a working artist, they can take your voice and you already know, you already had a situation.
Yeah, right.
How about if they do that same thing? What if dude did that same thing with that technology?
Back then, but did it now. Okay.
See, you'd have been out of here because it'd look like.
Right. I look at it like this. The same way as Hollywood is, they make movies. Okay.
Hold on, real quick. First question. As
Yeah.
a musician, are you threatened by
No. The reason I'm not threatened is because I look at it like this, the same way as Hollywood. Like when the CGs first come out and everybody was like, oh, everyone in CG, they were spending all this type of money to get the CG instead of the practical effects and all that because it was cheaper. The practical effects was cheaper, but the CG was better. I want the CG. It looks way better, you know. So now that's what I think that the AI is going to be like. Okay, well, we want this, da-da-da-da-da-da. So you're going to have to pay all this money to get this AI shit going on versus getting somebody actually in the studio and paying them. So if you have like an AI Jay-Z or something, you still have to pay Jay-Z. But now you have to pay. I mean, we don't know how it's going to be set up.
They just made a song.
Yeah, but
that dude is probably monetizing that song.
I mean,
Well, probably not because of the lyrics.
Yeah.
But the technology is there.
It is.
Jay-Z, we do not need you. We can make a Jay-Z album right now without your participation.
I mean, this is the beginning of it.
Yes.
They haven't even regulated it yet.
This is what I'm trying to say. My thing, I have to challenge you, my dear brother.
Okay.
By saying that for you as a working artist, it has to be a threat to you for the simple fact that you're a working artist and you just seen what they just did.
Right.
They just took Biggie's voice and Tupac's voice and made Niggas in Paris that's made by Jay-Z and Kanye with, two different, Biggie's a baritone.
Right.
Two different tones.
Right.
Made that shit synchronized.
Right.
They can do that shit to you.
Right.
Take your voice and say, Bruce Jackson.
Right. You're absolutely right. You're absolutely right.
Why wouldn't that be a threat to you? I think this is a threat. I mean, listen to me.
Yeah.
I think this is a threat to you guys. For the simple fact, they can take your, if we don't have the real Bruce Jackson, okay, now say, all right, you got what you make, anything for you, you know what I'm saying, all those records, right? What if somebody takes your voice and puts it over a 112 beat?
Yeah,
you see what I'm saying?
You
don't get a chance to monitor. Okay,
right,
we got Reno Shebang
right.
singing 112.
Right.
You see what I'm trying to say?
I understand that. Definitely understand.
We got Reno Shebang singing Baby. Pardon me, Bruce Jackson singing Babyface.
Yeah. That's not gonna warm over well.
See, you could either you'll end up losing fans like that because they're like, oh, this guy tried to take a classic.
Right.
But you see, but I'm saying, but also it hurts you in the long run because you're over here making original music.
True.
And I can take your voice and say, you know what I'm saying? Say, you know what? I seen what he did over there. See if I know how to work that. You know what? I'm gonna take his voice and put him over Luther Vandross and just bury your whole project. You see what I'm trying to say?
Yeah.
And just bury it.
Right. I definitely
see what I'm trying to come from. Why?
Yeah.
Like I didn't like the way he was so cool about it. Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, yo,
I got you. You
see where I'm kind of come from? Like, okay, you got your original shit going on. Okay, but I like you, but I don't like what you're saying. And I don't, not even what you're saying. I don't want to purchase that project.
Right.
I like everything about you, but I just don't want to purchase it.
Right.
But I'm going to take your voice, do my little, and make it you over baby voice. Disregard all the original material that you did over here. You see what I'm saying? And make a whole project. I think that's a threat to you guys.
It is. Now, once...
Now that you see the way I put it.
Definitely.
Because you was too cool over there, like, oh, no, that's not a problem. Like, wait a minute.
See, I'm looking right now. Yes, you are absolutely right. And I totally agree with how you laid it out and everything. There's no wrong about that. You know what I mean? Definitely. Everybody should feel threatened. You know, but me personally, I was looking in the long run. It may not change. It may not change. It may be the way that it is now, 10 years from now, 20 years from now. But I look at it the same way that the Napsters and stuff come out and started pirating music, how the record companies, tried to crack down on that. You know what I'm saying? And they got a little bit of regulation in there. So I look at it as in they might get a little bit of regulation on there. This is just a maybe.
But Napster is nothing but legal Spotify.
But back then, they didn't have regulation. They did not have regulation.
It's okay and regulated.
Now they have regulation.
At this point, once it's there, it's there.
It is.
Once we get used to it, it's there.
Yeah. But
once people say, you know what, fuck it, give me that what we just heard.
Yeah.
Give me that.
Yeah.
Once we get somebody to say, because we're older, I'm a little older than you. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I'm more older than you. But it's like once the youth get to say, hey man, we want to hear NBA Youngboy.
What?
There it go.
I see what you're saying.
You're thinking about you and I.
Right.
See, we'll never accept it. But what if the youth says it? Because that's who's moving shit. As far as shit, and they say, you know what? We want to hear NBA Youngboy over Biggie Smalls.
Then they can do it themselves at that point. You know what I mean?
It values the Biggie
It
Smalls.
does. It
doesn't go to the money goes to none of that money. See, again, it's not regulated. So again, a lot of people is gonna be making a whole bunch of money.
Mm-hmm. Get it out of there. Just like Bitcoin. Hurry up. Get it in there. Hurry up. Get it in there.
Get a whole bunch of money until there's gonna be some shit. So you heard it here first.
You're right. You're absolutely right. Because there's no regulation on it right now. So it's a free for all right now. It's a free for all.
Well.
Now they're going to change their policy.
Hold on. Them people can probably monetize their pages, but they probably can't sell actual music.
They can't. No, they can't.
Because the lyrics
and the likeness of that person.
The lyrics too. The publishing, lyrics.
But the monetization is still their creation, so they can monetize off of that.
It.
Right. But they can't do the likeness of that to make.
They can't do nothing. They can put a still picture up there.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Right.
But they can't put a barcode on it.
So, but right, exactly.
You can't put a barcode on it.
You ain't putting that shit on Spotify. You know what I mean? But honestly, you're absolutely right. I mean, it's a free-for-all right now. There's no regulation. They don't know how to regulate it because it's still new. And they will find a way to regulate it.
But once it, I think it's over. I think they're getting, they're getting humans the fuck out of here.
Now, do you think it's going to stay the same way it is, or do you actually think they're going to actually try to crack down and regulate it, put some type of regulation to it?
I think that they will let it rock for at least 10 years.
10 years.
At least 5.
Whew,
How about 5?
Okay, yeah.
5.
I could say 5 because
5.
You got them backdoor deals and
you know what? No, I'll say 10.
10?
No. You know why? Because it didn't hit home yet.
It didn't. You're right.
It didn't hit home. It hasn't hit home.
People are still just discovering it.
Yeah, and we're a different type of people that does this type of study.
Mm-hmm.
You understand what I'm saying? Like, no disrespect to the average person. They get their main, they watch the mainstream.
Right, their mainstream. Yeah, right,
so
right.
I think, probably 10 years because I think that once a couple people die or like more people, like once they start doing it to Michael Jackson and Prince.
Oh, shiznit. Oh man. See,
that's when it's gonna be like once people start dying and they start, you know what I mean? Because it's the same controversy with the hologram thing.
But that didn't go anywhere though. That really didn't go anywhere. That was a big thing for a little bit, but it's dead.
They tried.
They did try.
They're not done with that.
They are perfecting
Because
it.
this is the other side of it. It's the
Yeah.
same thing.
They're perfecting it.
It's the same thing.
Yes,
You're
right.
using the voices.
Yep.
Okay. All right. We got this part. Let's get this image part together.
Right.
Let's get this part together. We did. Now these are amateur guys.
See, right.
You know what I'm saying? What we just heard, that's amateur guys.
Let me tell you something. There's a thing called UberDuck. Now, I was doing this a couple years ago where I had, I'm not sure if you've seen it or not, Homer Simpson versus Hank Hill in a rap battle. I had Rabbit from Winnie the Pooh
Those clips.
versus Optimus Prime rap battle. I made beats and I made up words. I wrote raps and I put them in their voices and I made them raps and I put it on there. It was probably like a year ago that I did that. It's on a whole different channel, YouTube channel. I don't even promote it or anything like that. I just did it because it was
I got
neat,
a lot
you
of
know.
Buried YouTube channel.
I'm gonna have to give you that link. But I did that like a year ago. You know, when there's a whole bunch of different AI things that I've already experienced with at least 5 years ago. Voices, voice-wise. You know what I mean?
So
And-
you're on the.
yeah.
You can probably, respectfully, you can probably consider yourself an amateur compared to.
Right.
So therefore, take somebody. That's what I'm trying
Yeah.
to say.
I only meddled
didn't
with it.
How you was too cool over there as an artist and said, "Hey man, I'm not worried about it. I'm real shit back."
See, because
I'm gonna break the full shit. And I'm like, wait a minute.
I was.
If they fuck around and take your voice,
See, I wasn't.
hold on. How about this? Are we gonna have to copyright our voices?
Oh my. See, I was thinking of that whenever the shit started getting like. Is there a way to cut? Like, do you have to do that? So, like,
And that's the thing is, after going what you just said,
Mm-hmm.
the regulations, after they got your shit,
right.
then they're gonna say, "Oh, you can copyright your voice, but you already got it.
Oh, see, after the regulation, like, come
You
on,
already
yeah.
got the
So,
voice. You
yeah.
already got it."
So it's a dangerous playground.
And the thing is, now that I'm connecting this to this, when I try to pay my bill, my phone bill,
Mm-hmm.
I always try to say one, say two,
right.
or
right,
say
right,
three.
Right.
instead of pressing the button. Remember,
Yeah,
you can
right.
press the button.
And
I
it's.
think that's the voice recognition.
Oh, they got all kind of shit going on in the background, man.
You
All
can-
kind of shit. You know what I mean? Like, oh, it's crazy. Like I said, I messed around with that voice thing, but I it's crazy.
I think they're getting us the fuck out of here slowly but surely.
Yeah, it's
I
crazy.
don't because after that, only thing you need is workers.
Yeah.
And even that, you don't even really need workers because you got computers that's gonna be doing the work.
Is you need people to program them, but then you need
That's
people to
a small
program the
like-
computers to program themselves.
Yeah, after
That's what
you
they're gonna
put the-
do.
Yeah, but no, I think they're getting humanity the fuck out of here.
They're already doing the Mars thing. You know what I mean? We don't know where the hell they're going with this.
Yeah, I think we're out of here.
Mm.
I think we're out of here. I think that's their thing, and actually, land your plane.
There's one or two things are going to happen with the music industry if they're going to do this AI thing. They're going to let the thing go without regulation, and the music industry is going to change, and the artists are going to change the way they do things, and evolve
Well, no, I think
or
I
devolve.
think the music industry is done. I think that once that the powers that be seen that they can create millionaires, they said nah. I think that's why streaming was created, because you can set up rinky-dink records, and you know what I'm saying, and you know what I mean, and do physical copies, 20,000. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
You know, 10 a crack. You know, that's some good money.
Right.
But with the streaming, you're getting 0.0003%,
Mm-hmm.
and you can't create millionaires no more. They created those things, when those back in the day records that we used to see on BET Uncut and all that, those guys made a lot of good money. You know what I'm saying? With the physical copies. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
But if
right.
you, like right now, selling a physical copy is obsolete.
Exactly.
When you was making like the masterpiece, you was making 85 cents out of $1 or something like that. I think they did that to fuck up potential black millionaires. You know what I'm saying? So now you got to stream, and we already know the math on that.
Right,
Or we already
right.
did the math on that. $1 million.
Right.
And the title plays out the most.
Yeah.
For 1 million streams, you get $4,500, opposed to physical copies.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You
Right.
did well if you did 250. Now y'all do good if y'all do 60,000 for the first week of streaming. They changed the model, so I'm
did.
thinking that the new model was just going to phase it out.
See, that was part of the regulation when that whole Napster thing coming out. They didn't know how to do it because people was pirating, and the CD sales was dropping because they had it all online. You can download the shit. They didn't know how to regulate it, so it was a free for all in the beginning.
Yeah.
But then now they regulate it with all these Napsters and the YouTube, you know what I mean, and all that.
With the Napsters, which is cool, a lot of people didn't mind it because it was a way of promotion.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Even the LimeWire.
LimeWire, FrostWire, all
You know
that.
what I'm saying?
Yeah. BearShare.
BearShare.
Yeah.
So it was like put a lot of those people's, like, you gotta understand though, it wasn't like it was now.
Right.
A lot of people didn't have access to the internet.
Very true.
You see what I'm saying? And we're dealing, man, you're talking about when it took you a goddamn day to download one song.
Oh my goodness.
So it wasn't like they wasn't losing a lot of money back then.
And there's a lot of people today that haven't lived in that era, so they will never understand. They will
don't
know.
understand.
Understand.
It took you fucking a half hour to download a JPEG.
Yeah, they don't know anything about that. So they're like, boom, 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 fast, fast, fast. Gimme, gimme,
Like,
gimme.
so people wasn't downloading like a whole bunch of albums and
Right.
shit. Like, it would take
Right.
you damn near a day and a half to download one song.
Yeah. Set your day aside to
Yeah.
download a discography.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're done.
Yeah, let alone a movie.
Yeah, right.
That shit would literally tell you 2 days.
Yeah, right, straight up.
Yeah.
And it would take 6.
It would tell you 2 days. It take you go. You
Take
like,
6.
Damn, that shit went from 40. I mean, from 40 to 60. It been 2
Yeah.
days.
Yeah, you can't do nothing
So
else on your
nobody
computer.
wasn't pirating movies.
No.
Like, you're talking. You're talking 60, 50,000 people.
It was different then. It was different when the internet was still
Like
fresh.
that. They weren't. Nobody was downloading that much music.
No.
Literally, it would take you.
Yeah.
I'm over exaggerating, but literally, it would take you at least 15 minutes to download a JPEG.
Oh yeah. Right. That's black and white.
Yeah.
No colors,
No,
just
a
black and white.
JPEG picture.
Yeah.
It would literally take you. Now, if you don't know what I'm talking about, when y'all click on the picture and put save as.
Yeah. And it down.
Y'all got that. Back then,
We had the bars.
it would take
minutes.
you literally 15 minutes.
Yeah.
To download a JPEG.
That's when you had the file on one side and you see the file paper flying over to the other side.
Yeah.
It just fly over to the other side. Yeah. Right. Into the folder. Yeah.
Going to that folder.
The struggle was real.
No, I just don't believe that I just think that was one of the things to get us into this.
That was the beginning stages. And we went through it. That's what I'm saying. And a lot of people of today that were born in certain eras, they will never know that struggle. We was there from the beginning.
Yeah.
So with the AI thing, I understand where you're coming from. Because this is not acceptable. Because we was there for the beginning stages.
And that's what I'm trying to say. I think, forget music, I think as a whole,
In general, yeah.
trying to get humans out of here.
In general.
I mean, goddamn it, they're getting animals out of here.
Yeah, I mean,
They got robotic dogs now.
yeah. Look at Tesla. I mean, honestly, that's a robotic car. It drives itself.
I won't never do that.
You know what I'm saying? I mean, right there, right then and there. SpaceX, they got space.
Blockchain.
They got all this stuff that's AI, autonomous. Not autonomous, but AI. But the autonomous is next, though. You know what I mean? Look, I'm gonna tell you about this company called Sono. It's a German car company. They're making solar powered electric cars. They're going live next year, and a lot of people don't know about it. And it's like it's gonna. I watched their test. I do all this. I own stock in the company. You know what I'm saying? And this is the first
Illuminati.
This is the first company that's doing this. I've seen their design and everything like that. They're going live in Germany. They're not going to have any. They showcased it in New York earlier this year. But this, even in the shade, this is a solar powered, battery operated electric car. You're not going to need to charge it. So this is the first one. So this is like back when they was doing electric cars and Elon Musk came up, and then now he's, boom, boom, boom. So now they're going to do that with this. And this is to me, I was like, yo, this is crazy. It's crazy.
You know what I heard? And I'm going to just set this narrative.
Okay.
All right. You were hanging out with your Illuminati friends. You land my plane. You know what I mean? You got tapped. They said, hey, you know what I mean? We're going to make you famous here in 2 years. Hey, man, if this man has a platinum album in 2 years, we already know what it's hitting for. You know what I'm saying? Or a millionaire. He has... Let me land my plane.
I'm not going to say nothing, bro. I'm not saying nothing. I'm just...
Let me land my plane.
Yes, sir.
That man went to an Eyes Wide Shut meeting. You know what I'm saying? He didn't participate in this sexual shit, but he got tapped. Elon said, hey, yo, got you. We have this thing, this car. It's going to be solar power. You know what I'm saying? Ran by water at night. You know what I'm saying? You go to smoke and you try to sell this shit. You know what I'm saying? To the audience. You know what I mean? Maybe you can get him to buy some stock into this shit. This was an ad. This is what he just did. People, hold on, people. No, I gotta give it to him. This was an ad. That was an ad.
Get out of here, you damn nigga! Ain't nobody got time for that.
That was an ad. Continue, sir.
What the fuck am I gonna say?
I mean, hey guys, you guys are the barber.
Hey,
that was a good.
No,
Elon Musk.
No, he's not the one who did it.
Elon, listen. I know what you're doing. This is you're acting like you're the ops because you want us to buy into Elon. This is going. Elon,
acting the ops.
Holler at your boy. I want in.
Oh shit! Hey, no. See, look. Okay, let me. Whoo, shit. Okay, this is what happened though.
This is what agents do. They try to laugh it off. That's what George Bush did.
Yeah, but
it's not because it's a secret. Go ahead. Go ahead. I remember that George Bush.
I remember that shit
because it's a secret.
I remember that shit.
Yeah, go ahead.
But this is what I do studying. I'm always studying, always trying to find different ways to make passive income. You know what I'm saying? We're supposed to do that as people. You know what I'm saying? If we don't do that, then, we're doing something else.
Yeah, shout out to the patrons.
Yes, Lord. Yes, Lord. But that's what, and I come across it. So I was like, what the heck? And so I studied and watched and decided when they went live, as far as stock, I got into it. So boom, all right, cool, I'm into it. Like, all right, well, they're already doing this solar power. This was before they started pushing all this electric car stuff. And now they're pushing all this electric car stuff. And it's like, I'm sitting in a good place. I feel like I'm sitting in a good place because they're going live next year. And we're going to see what happens. If I lose money, I lose money. You know what I mean? If I'm up, I'm up. You know what I mean? But I always got other things going on. You know what I mean? Other things.
You gotta be like an octopus.
You do.
You have to be like an octopus.
In today's world, you do. With all this technology, it allows you to do things. You have access to a lot of things. So I don't understand why people aren't doing this. You don't have to. You could be a third grade education and still get on the internet.
I think it's intimidation.
Really?
Because it looks actually harder. I can say I was intimidated taking a walk and taking this journey.
I see what you're saying.
It looks more intimidating than what it actually takes to do.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I'm saying, like, I'm sure there's a lot of people that want to do it. Pause. they just don't know the actual way to do it. Like out and about, I'll see people, some of my like friends. I want to do a podcast. I want to pull up. I'm like, dude, you could do this shit yourself. You if you knew how easy it was. You know what I'm saying? But I know they want to just be on the platform to show me love. But it's like
the inspiration.
But you need to. You can have your own thing. You understand what I'm saying? But I think that people are intimidated.
Yeah. I mean, like people, they'll watch and get and get inspired, you know, and then just want to do it because they're inspired, but don't know the first step to it.
Right.
That goes back to the thing of doing the, you know, doing the
Yeah, baby. When last year I spent more money on spilled liquor in bars from one side of this world to the other than you made